everybody, Lindsay Setchell here again, editor of the Barefoot Horse magazine. Well, unprecedented times. I'm bringing this to you from France, where, as of last night, we heard that we are in lockdown, which means that all cafes, shops, restaurants, cinemas are all going to be shut, except for food shops and petrol stations and pharmacies. So what is that going to mean for you as a horse owner when it starts to get to the point in your area of the world, and you might be listening to me in places already where you are already in lockdown? Italy, Spain, France, the US, of course, Australia, New Zealand. Everybody is catching up to the state that we seem to be in Europe at this moment in time. So what does that mean for you as a horse owner? What can you do to stay safe and to basically keep everything ticking along? Well, if you're at a livery yard, if you're at a barn, perhaps you can liaise with your friends there, and maybe that you can go one at a time and look after each other's horses. Of course, if you've got your horses at home, it's going to be an awful lot easier, like it is for me here. I don't even have to leave to look after my horses because I'm just lucky enough to do that. But if you're not and you are going out to yards, perhaps that's what you can do. You can liaise with each other. What can you do about your trimmer and your farrier visits? As time moves on, perhaps that is actually going to be something that we really do need to think about for the safety of you and for the safety of your farrier or your trimmer. Maybe it would be sensible, if you have a horse who doesn't mind being trimmed on their own, that the farrier and the trimmer can come along and do it on their own. It might be a safer thing to do. But what happens if your farrier or your trimmer can't come? Well, don't freak out. You've got barefoot horses. Barefoot horses, if they get plenty of turnout, if they get plenty of exercise, are not going to just collapse. Their feet aren't going to just collapse if they don't have a trim every 6 weeks. If, for whatever reason, your horse doesn't have a trim for 2 or 3 months, or even more, it really isn't the end of the world. Go out for walks on roads. Tarmac is an amazing balancer for hooves. If you are actually at this moment in time thinking about going barefoot, no better time than the present. Actually, take the shoes off. If your farrier can't make it, let those horses trim their own feet up to a point. That's going to be absolutely fine. Like I said, the actual ground is going to be a great leveler. What about stabling your horse? Try, please, try as much as you can to keep your horses not stabled and let them go out, let them get as much turnout as possible. Going back to the coronavirus again, we've all seen scenes probably from China, from Italy, and on these cruise ships where people are getting cabin fever very, very quickly because they're locked up in a confined space. Need I say more about horses? Let's think about them. Let's think about how they feel locked up in their confined spaces and let's get them out as much as possible. Don't forget, in the Northern Hemisphere, grass is now coming to the point where it is starting to grow and it is going to be a problem. Look at this day. It's a beautiful sunny day and the grass is kicking out already. We have all our trees are starting to bud and the green grass is starting to grow. It's a lethal time for horses coming into spring and coming into summer. We want to turn out as much as possible, but we don't want to give them as much grass as possible because that makes them very fat. The sugars really affect their bodies and their feet. So 24/7 mixed meadow hay, or as mixed hay as possible. I know that this crisis across the world is actually going to cause a knock-on effect for people that live on islands with their horses, that can't access a lot of hay, in very dry climates where they can't access a lot of hay. Perhaps this is going to be an issue. Keep the lines open. Let's keep communicating with people. Don't leave it to the last minute. It's common sense, I know, but let's just think about these things. Get your hay stocked up. What's it going to mean in terms of our mag? Well, currently, at this moment in time, as far as I know, the postal services are just going to keep on going. So as far as the postal services are going to keep on going, we're going to keep on shipping those magazines out to you. But we will keep you updated. But of course, you can still access the online magazines and the entire vault of online magazines, currently from 1 to 25, all online, digital. You can download them to your device. You can view them offline. I have something very exciting to bring to you, slightly ahead of schedule, because this wasn't actually planned for now. But as we are going into this unprecedented time, we might as well bring it ahead of schedule, and that is an exclusive barefoot club run by the magazine, but bringing together experts in the barefoot niche from around the world. We're going to have live videos, we're going to have hoof care videos, we're going to have live streams, question and answer videos with experts in the barefoot niche. We're going to have previously unpublished articles that you will be able to access that have never been in the magazine. And we will have professional trimmers on hand to answer all of your questions about your horse's feet. Bring the magazine alive inside a very, very special club. It's going to be an invaluable resource, and again, we're going to bring it to you ahead of schedule. We're working on it madly at the moment. There will be a small monthly charge involved. There has to be, because it's got to pay for our professional time and getting everything together. Perhaps you could tell us what's the kind of monthly fee that you would be prepared to pay for something as extensive and as resourceful as that. Just pop a comment below. Let us know. What would you pay monthly for that? We've not even thought about that right now. We know there has to be some kind of fee, but we're not entirely sure what. Okay, so like I said, these are concerning, unprecedented times, but we're going to be here with you every step of the way. We're not going to leave you out there on your own. We're going to stay connected. We're going to stay communicating with everybody. So, Lindsay Setchell from here in lockdown France. Stay safe. Stay absolutely safe, barefooters. Until the next time.